Hello, 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 Virgo. Welcome to your reading. You are one of the signs I picked for a reading tonight. I will be scrying as well as pulling cards for you. I hope that you are well, and my name is Donna. I am going to be your guide for this evening. If these messages do not resonate for you, don't try to make it fit. Just it wasn't your reading. So let's get into your reading, Virgo. Virgo, I'm seeing it's almost like a swamp. Well, it is a swamp. There's no movement in the water. It's very dark. And I don't know if you're going through something dark right now, Virgo. I feel this could have been a choice that you made. That could have been, negative in a sense of what our mind perceives as negative. It could also be an energy of isolation, feeling alone, but it's not a good feeling, what I'm picking up. But Virgo, don't worry. There is light. And this light is going to come from unexpected sources. I see a bunch of lights within this swamp. Lights that are trying to help you out of this darkness, lead you, guide you out. So this is going to come from unlikely sources. I'm also seeing, now the dove to me represents peace, but when it is holding the olive branch, there is a forgiveness. Now this could be you forgiving someone or someone offering that olive branch to you. Or you could be offering the olive branch to somebody. Yeah, I'm seeing fences, mending fences. So there's something that's going to be mended. This could be why you feel isolated or in a gloomy, dark period at this time. Spirit's also showing me a palm tree. I don't know if somebody's going on vacation. You could be going somewhere tropical. You could live where there's palm trees. I also am being shown, like when there's destinations, it's on a map and it's ... and then the destination. So this could be a move, but it can also be a holiday that you may be taking. But I am seeing movement on the map, going from one place to another. I'm also hearing, not seeing, but I'm hearing somebody might be getting a dog or has been thinking about getting a dog. And very specific, I'm seeing, which looks, I don't know all names of breeds, but definitely like either Labrador or Golden Retriever. And I'm also being shown a book and a quill. So you might be writing, or I don't know if it's a diary or a journal, something that you're writing in. And if you're not, maybe the spirit is just saying, maybe you need to journal, write down your emotions, what you're feeling, expectations, things that you want to achieve. Because I'm clearly hearing expectations. So maybe it's time that we're setting our expectations or being clear. Because if we write it, we're being clear about our expectations of what we expect from ourselves or others. This is weird. Okay. I don't know if somebody's casting a spell or you feel like somebody's cast a spell, but I'm actually seeing like a cauldron, someone over a cauldron. So either we have cast a spell or a spell's been cast over you. And that doesn't necessarily mean that a real spell. It just, when somebody has been spellbound or you know, someone's cast a spell over you, it kind of blinds you to the reality of things or our purpose or what it is that we want to achieve. It kind of gets fogged. So, or the rosy glasses where, you know, spells can cast the illusions of things being good, but maybe they're not all as they should be. And for someone here, and this may not be all, but it is very specific, there may have been some type of little ding bang. It wasn't like a major accident, but something to do with an automobile, some slight accident. You could have backed into something, or and it doesn't have to be another car. I'm also, I don't know why, but I'm seeing the Harley Davidson symbol, so that may be prevalent for somebody. Okay, I am going to go ahead and pull some cards and see what Spirit has to say with the cards. What messages do you have for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know? We have centering. This is where, you know, this looks to me like a mirror. And I'm just getting that what we see may not be the actual reflection of what is. So we need to use discernment, use grounding, so we're not casting that spell of illusion on certain things. It is getting centered and grounded. Don't allow things to thank you, Spirit. You know, like in a car, when the rear view mirror says things may appear closer than they are or further away than they are, it's something to do with it's not what it truly seems, Virgo. So make sure that you are staying centered, okay? We also have peace. Oh my goodness. And I said that I felt like the olive branch of peace, either you or someone else is going to be bringing that. And then we have enchantment. Oh my goodness, casting the spell, enchanted. There's a dynamic here where I feel like maybe the lights that I seen were trying to help and guide you. Maybe there has been people who have tried to help or give you advice, and maybe you just didn't want to hear it at the time because of this enchantment, this illusion. And I feel like you were going for whatever it was that you thought this was. Whether another has said something unkind about your situation, which caused the rift, or you said something to, maybe to the effect of, this is my life or my business, So let's get a few more messages. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? And one more, please. Okay. So we have coming to the edge. This reminds me of a risk. Not everybody takes that leap of faith. Not everybody gets to the edge of somewhere high above, right? Maybe there was fear, but I think that, or we're getting to the edge of something. Let me see. We got blessed, never-ending story, and not for you, okay? So that puts a different spin on these two cards here. So, somebody was presenting this fortune cookie, okay? There's a game of chess going on. So chess is, it's not checkers. It takes skill. It takes thinking, strategizing, and a lot of wisdom. And I feel like whatever was offered had a lot of wisdom to it. maybe gave you some wisdom of how to strategize and win the game. They were trying to help you win. And if this is not you, this could have been you helping someone else, Virgo. So put the energies where they may, but there's this sense of a never-ending story. And what I'm seeing is there's a lot of time that has been lost, and we have this heart within this hourglass. And this person just looks so exhausted, so at their wits' end. But I feel like what this card is saying is things are coming to the end, the edge. We're just about to leap off and do something to get out of this never-ending story. And this is going to lead to blessings for you, Virgo. You know, they say it takes what it takes. And sometimes it takes a little bit more for others than it does for some. So if this is you, Virgo, don't be in regret, because this person looks in regret. Yes, time has been lost, but time is a concept. You have all the time that you require in this lifetime. Time is not wasted. We learn the lessons and we go on to the next page, the next story. That could have been the book and the quill that I seen. We're writing a new story. We're writing a new chapter. That one wanted to come out as well. So the bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles. This is a giving and receiving. This is an energy of reciprocity. So remember that there are people that are generous with their time, their energy, and are willing to help, willing to shine that light. So we have the Two of Swords, all tied up, not being able to make a choice. This card, and I was driven to this deck, it looks very dark. We have the Queen of Cups. This is tapping into our emotions. But it is also a centering of oneself, grounding ourselves, but not drowning in our emotions, because only half of her is in the water. She is connected to her higher self, her highest wisdom. And she's not allowing the emotions to over control her thoughts. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody that made a decision hastily. Sometimes when we make decisions based on illusions and we jump right in, then we find out later things aren't all that we thought they were. We have the High Priestess. Again, I'm seeing the same with the Queen of Cups. Is tapping into our higher self. And trusting, even if you're not trusting the decision, the choice that you clearly need to make, Virgo. You know, our God, the divine source, sends sometimes those messengers, those lights that can help guide us. So if you're not trusting in your own ability to make a decision, maybe it's time to tap into your intuition, to those unlikely sources that could help you. We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a excuse me. And I haven't read this card this way. Usually it's not unless I'm in a love reading, but I'm hearing an emotional triangle. So there may be 3 people involved. Emotional connection. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is somebody who is steadily gaining and rebalancing oneself. It's like a do-over. It's like the beginning of something. We're turning a page and we are learning how to recenter ourselves and bring and restore the balance back into this new path, this new journey. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is slow, steady, methodical, knowing where to spend our time and our energy, our resources. To be on the horse is to miss something. This person decided that they were going to survey and walk this land to be sure they're not missing an opportunity. We have the Emperor, the Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay. So this is actually turning into, when I see these two together, this is a player, this is a manipulator, this is somebody who wants to control everything, but they control it with playboy energy, playgirl energy. they use their attractiveness, this illusion that's casted. And I feel like maybe you were just giving to the wrong person. This person may be involved with someone else. I don't know why this is going in the way it is, but it is. And I feel like you took a risk, a chance with this person, and you know, you stepped out on the edge. You maybe you already knew some things, but you know, they have a way of casting that illusion to where, you know, the charm, they put on the charm, they tell you everything you want to hear to get what they want. I need more, please. What is the outcome for Virgo? Will Virgo accept the help, accept the wisdom that will be given? And that one wanted to come out too. We have the World in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and Justice, all in except this. So this means foundation, stableness, and justice is coming slow for you, Virgo. I feel like you don't want to close this chapter yet. And that may, you know, yeah. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's get a witch's message for Virgo. I did not expect this reading for you, Virgo. I'm going to pull two. A witch alone and natural magic. Solitary witches enjoy freedom and independence, and they work at their own pace and alignment with their own desires. Today, the witch sends you the inner strength, stillness, and wisdom, and liberty to stand alone. So this is saying, whoever this energy is, you need to be okay with being alone. Because I think in the end, that is the blessing, because it's going to open up something for someone else. This woes and sorrows, this never-ending story is never going to end until you get it to end. Natural magic. The witch is nature is the witch's path, her passion, her source of power. From the natural world, she sends you her wisdom, patience, and timing, the art of change, love, growth, and release. Be blessed. And we had the blessing card. But this is you going at your own pace. That Knight of Pentacles, going at your own pace. So have patience with yourself, Virgo. Some things are just harder to release than others. But when you do finally close this cycle, stability will be restored. Justice will be yours. The scales will balance out, and this cycle will end. So Virgo, thank you so much for joining. And again, if this is not for you, that's okay. This was a bizarre twist on this reading. So many blessings. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe. I would love to have you here on my channel. It encourages me to do more readings. So many blessings. Blessed be and peace out.